Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Bit of an update here for you now. So I've been doing a little bit more on the Triumph Spitfire in between working 6 days and it's crappy weather really. So it's a nice day now, so I'm going to do a little bit on it this morning before I watch the Formula 1. But I thought I'd give you a little bit of an update of where and what I'm up to at the moment. So yeah, let me show you. Right, so what's new since I've last spoken to you? I have now had all the electrics done on the car, so I've had an auto electrician to come out and he has made it all turnkey for me, so everything works. I've just got to put a couple of bulbs here and there, but everything's all wired up. I need to put a new wiper motor on because that's gone. So things like that, but it is almost ready to go and turnkey, so that's a good part. Petrol tank's in, fuel line's in. I've had to put a new fuel line in. I broke the old one off. Got a bit angry with it, but that's in place now, and I can start getting this boot ready back together. So I'm just going to double check, make sure I've got all the fuel lines plugged in, everything's screwed up where it needs to be, and then the back end is coming together, so all the lights are on, everything's wired up, just got the number plate to put on still. And then it can all get sort of built up, so obviously the panels get put in here for the carpet and things like that. The carpet kit didn't come with anything for the boot, so I'm going to just make something up, I think, as I go. So a piece of wood in the bottom and panel that out. So the back end's virtually done now. So as I'm moving forward back into the car, I'm getting ready to work out, get the mountings right for the roll bar, get the mountings right for the seat belt. Currently putting in the seat rails for the on the floor, so I can get them marked and drilled out. They don't actually fit the standard holes in the bottom of the floor, unfortunately. So, and the seats didn't either, so I had to drill holes at something. So I decided to put them on rails, so they're a little bit off the floor. Once I've got all that done and basically the wiring tidied up and in situ, I'm going to then wax oil the inside of the car, let it dry, and then the carpets go in, and then I can start building it up inside. Like I said, everything's done on the steering column now, and the centre console, all the switches and things. I'm not putting the actual centre gearbox tunnel in yet, because when it does go to the garage, it's going to get if it's I think it's my slave cut save cylinder that needs changing, because the pedal won't depress, so that's normally the culprit. So it's things like that that'll be when it goes to the garage. So I'm saving up quite a bit of money at the moment as well, so I can just pay for it to be boshed, the last bit, so I can use it this summer. And we could be out filming and vlogging in it and going out to some shows, just for the laugh. So once I've sort of fannied about with it and done the bits and pieces I'm ready to do, so that'd be all the carpets in, seats in. The guy Matt, who did all the welding, I've already pre-arranged with him. He's going to come over and give me a hand to fit the windscreen, put all my doors, make sure they're all lined up and nice and square and shimmed, help me with my boot, my bonnet alignment, get the roof on, and then that'll be the stage when I'm ready to take it down to the next part in the garage and get a full service on it. So a couple of things left as well to do underneath the bonnet. Let me see if I can do this one-handed. Okay, so I've got a little bit of the wiring just to tidy up a little bit, make sure it sits nicely on the chassis and in places like that, but it's all just finishing touches. I do have new shockers for the front, so that'll be another job from down at the garage. What else can I say? Obviously I've got the new plugs are in, but I've got a filter to go in, new oil. I've got some repair foam from a ram air filter, so I can repair that. I need to mount my electronic ignition back onto the bulkhead here. That'll just be some sticky pads, that'll do that. Need to mount down the coil, bolt down the battery, But it's all coming together. My Kenlo fan now is all working perfectly, so that is all working on the thermostat. Also the manual override switch in the car is working. So if it starts overheating, I can put it on manually. So, you know, there's quite a bit of progression going on here. And as you can see, it's up on axle stands at the moment. So in my continuation of working on the back end, let's see if we can get down here and show you. So them bars need to get put into situ, that mounting to the back of the body. I've got extra holes as well. I need to work out what these extra holes are for. They could have been just for my exhaust mount, I don't know. But as you can see, there's my new fuel line down there that needs mounting and put into the chassis itself. I've got some little clips, and I believe you just drill them and push them in, and the pipe clips into them. So if that's the case, I'll be doing that and then glumping it up with loads of underseal before I put the clip in, so it keeps it all nice and rust free. Got my exhaust to start building back up and put on. So yeah, this is where I'm sort of at the moment. Thought I'll give you a bit of an update. I could possibly start rebuilding all the back end of the drums and things like that, but I've got all the bits, all the brake pads, all the brake shoes, springs, all new. It might just be nicer, easier for the guys at the garage to do it, because I've got braided lines to go on here and all the way around on all the corners as well, so it'll be solid line then to braided, so it'll be a lot better feel on the brakes. So the glass, I've got to put the glass back in the driver's door, build them all up, get all the cards on, all the gubbins in, so the weights on them, all the weights, correct weight, and then that's when I want to set the doors. So I believe the way you do it is you push them all the way forward, and then you start aligning from that point. At the moment, I've got it all the way this way. I know, the joys. So I've got bits, I've got box of bits as well, look, which I'm slowly but surely working my way through. I took about, I'd say about 60% of this car to bits-ish, you know, getting it off the chassis and things like that. But I've got a bag of screws and things for fixtures and fittings that I didn't take out, and it's like a gigantic Rubik's Cube, like a puzzle, and I'm trying to do it and put it all back together. And even though I've got the manual and stuff, it is helping, but it can be a bit tricky sometimes. So the older book is quite good. I've been utilising some videos as well off YouTube, so everybody else who puts videos out on these cars and things on how they do it, and it's been a great help to me, and I'd like to thank you for doing it. Hope you find my videos slightly interesting, because I'm a bit of a hodgepodge of work and events. Right, so we're done. Hopefully next time I'm doing a video for you, I'll have some more information. I'm just going to crack on now and do an hour or so before the Formula 1, and I'll get this uploaded. So peace out guys, see you soon.